Sup everyone, this is Draco. Manchester United versus Watford match preview. This is the FA Cup weekend, and how we love the FA Cup. If you're new to my channel, I am Draco and I do everything in relation to Manchester United. Previews, reviews, YouTube shorts nowadays in relation to Man United, obviously. Transfer speculation, transfer news in general, and Manchester United news in general. But it is the FA Cup weekend, a week of cup competitions. Obviously now we just need to put past the disappointment we had against Man City. It's all about this particular tie. The reason why I got this section open up for you before we get into my predictor lineup is, yeah, there we go, we got it. Just the some head-to-head stats in relation to both the clubs. The last time we played against Watford, we beat them convincingly in February 2020, 3-0. I believe that's the time when we just went into lockdown, just like that. Just but they did beat us 2-0 in 2019, roughly about just over a year ago. But generally speaking, we tend to give them a good beating. However, looking at some of the scorelines historically, right, aside from the last two results where one team scored and the other team didn't, a lot of the games that we won against them was very, very close matches. You look at, go all the way back to 2018. You look at 1-0 United, 2-1 United, 2-1 United. This is not going to be an easy game. By far, it's not going to be an easy FA Cup tie. Although people think Watford's in the Championship, it might be easy. My United should have them. It is not going to be an easy game, considering the fact that Watford also had a week off. They have fresher legs than Manchester United, who played Man City a few days ago. Looking at the Championship table, just having a bit of an analysis on Watford. They are currently sitting on 6th position. As you can see, they are in contention to come back to the Premier League. 110, drawn 7, lost 5, 25 goals, 17 against. They do not concede that many goals. In fact they have, let me see, the second best. Let me just double check that for you guys. They have the second best defensive record in the Championship. So they are not going to be easy to break down, as you can see. Despite the fact that they are a Championship club, they are a hard-working team. We have experience playing with them for many years. They have good, decent players. They have hardcore players. We know who they are. And generally, they are very organized. Defensively, clearly, they are very, very good. Certainly better than ours at this time. Looking at the lineup, so this is what I went for. I went for a 4-2-3-1. However, a bit of a rotation, and I hope to see a bit of a rotation. Look, we went quite far in the FA Cup semi-final last season, and it's our chance and our goal to go far in this year's competition as well. I went for a strong lineup, you can say, especially the back four. The reason why I didn't put Telles in, because I think Telles' qualities are from dead ball situation and crosses. Having no Cavani in this game means that we do not have a real solid target man up front to drop the crosses in. Cavani is obviously serving his last game ban of the 3 that he received on this game. But I went for Luke Shaw, Lindelof, Maguire, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. You know what? I was tempted to give Aaron Wan-Bissaka a bit of a rest, and I looked at the lineup and I thought, who else can come in and play in that position? We do not have a recognizable right back. As I said in my last preview against Man City, Brandon Williams, I have no idea what's happening with him. He's just disappeared off the radar, which leaves with Aaron Wan-Bissaka as our only sort of right back, our solid right back. You can see, I think he has played too many games. In terms of the back four, look, aside Bailly's picked up a bit of a knock. I don't want to risk it because we have 2 massive Premier League games coming up. I do want to see Ole Gunnar Solskjaer rest Eric Bailly because we'll need him for those 2 games against Burnley and Liverpool. I went for Maguire and Lindelof. In the midfield pivot role, I went for Matic and Pogba to provide a lot of solidity. I think Matic will provide that, allowing Pogba to kind of drift a lot as well. Donny van der Beek is someone certainly that we want to see start. Always. I think a lot of us want to see him start. Not cameo appearances, not a 3-minute appearance right at the end of the match. But I do want to see Donny van der Beek start ahead of Bruno Fernandes this game, because I think Bruno Fernandes didn't have the best of games against Man City, and I think that Man City was really, really good. But I also felt that Bruno Fernandes does need a bit of a break. I think having him not play against Watford is going to be a clever move, and because in a few days' time we have Burnley and Liverpool, having fresh for those games is more important, in my opinion, than playing him in Watford and risking him further, especially considering the fact that our backup, the one that will come and potentially replace Bruno Fernandes, is Donny van de Beek, who is an absolutely quality player. We know that. Right, up front, Martial. I went for Martial because I think he's in a good form. You know, he's in a decent form, bar the Man United game, but it's not his fault because he didn't get fed anything. I think for strikers, it's important to, when they're scoring, keep them on, make sure they keep the momentum going, especially when Cavani's coming back, so he can be rotated over the weekday against Burnley. So give him one last sort of run out, proper 90-minute run out, and I'm sure he will get a goal. On the wings, right, I wanted to rest Rashford, and I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will rest Rashford and have Greenwood and James playing, because Greenwood and James had a pretty much a week off, you can say. You have them fresh in the legs, fresh, really fresh. I know why I laughed. Really fresh for this particular game will do good, because they're youngsters. They're gonna provide a lot of energy, natural energy, regardless. But also, they have quality. I mean, James is doing okay. I think there is a role for James at the club. But Greenwood is certainly quality. I went for James on the right, Greenwood on the left. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is my lineup. This is my match preview. I think we're gonna run out winners. I don't think there'll be much of a threat forward, especially if we play with this particular defensive backline, you can say, because they are good quality. They are first team. I think eventually we'll have too much of a quality. Obviously, Troy Deeney is one of the players that's going to trouble us a lot. He's not the fastest of strikers, so him up against someone like Maguire will be good. However, he's such a clever player that I think he's going to target more or less Lindelof, and I think we'll be prepared for that. We have enough quality. The squad depth is good, especially in the midfield area. As you can see, Matic, Pogba, and Donny. A lot of this, I mean, two of the three will at least get into a lot of the top European clubs' first team, in my opinion. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 Manchester United win. I think we're going to have eventually too much of a quality for them. They're going to be tough to break down. I think they're going to be defensively, we've seen they are a very, very good team. But in my opinion, I think we're just going to have enough quality, especially at home, to get through the next round of the FA Cup. Let me know what is your score prediction. As always, guys, stay fantastic, stay healthy, and stay safe. Thank you so much for dropping in. Stay funny.